Hello, this is James Harvey, the professor of music theory at the College of Southern Nevada with 5-Minute Music Theory. This video is going to be about the diminished triad. And if you watch the major and the minor triads, I'm not going to say a lot of the same stuff as I did in those because the diminished triad is quite similar to the other triads. Really, there's not much difference between all of them. You just need to know what the intervallic relationships are between, as all triads have, the root, the third, and the fifth. So considering that this is called a diminished triad, there needs to be something that is diminished. We're going to take C as the root of this and find that the third in a diminished triad is a minor third. It is not diminished, it's a minor third, just like in the minor triad. So far, this is the exact same thing as a minor triad. The only difference is the distance from the root to the fifth in a diminished triad is a diminished fifth instead of a perfect fifth. So in a C diminished triad, G flat would be our fifth. The difference between that and the minor, here is the diminished version, and then minor, if you remember, if we're starting with C, I'm just using C as sort of a home base for all of these so we can compare them all to each other. Apples to apples, you know. The minor triad was C, E flat, G, like this. And then the diminished triad is like this, C, E flat, G flat. That's the difference between them. The diminished triad has a little bit more of an intense sound than the others do. If you hear that again, it's a little bit more serious sounding. You know, something's about to attack you from around the corner when you hear a diminished triad. There's no sort of trick as far as scales with diminished triad or nothing that's really effective because there are no diminished keys. So we can't do that. So you really just need to know your intervallic relationships with this. So let's do a couple of others. Let's do, how about an A flat diminished triad? This is going to get a little bit nasty. A flat to the third, it needs to be a minor third. From A flat to C flat is a minor third, so that's going to be our third. Now E flat would be a perfect fifth, which is not correct. It needs to be a diminished fifth, so we need to add another flat, creating an E double flat. It is not D, because if you put a D there, it changes what the chord is. That's just the same thing as with intervals. You never change the size once the size has been determined. So A flat, C flat, E double flat would be an A flat diminished triad. And then let's do one with sharps. How about let's do a C sharp diminished triad. C sharp to E is a minor third, and C sharp to G is a diminished fifth. C sharp, E, G. Diminished triad. There we go. So again, just to quickly summarize, the distance from the root to the third in a diminished triad is a minor third, and the distance from the root to the fifth is a diminished fifth, which is what gives it its diminished nature and its diminished sound. Thank you.